Hi friends, I am going to start a new topic in mathematics for the class grade 10 students, CBSE syllabus, and I hope it will be useful to students of grade 10. My aim is to continue the process for all the topics of grade 10 mathematics class. Okay, we can start. Now our topic is progression. Before coming to progression, I like to introduce one more term, that is pattern. What is pattern? Pattern is a sequence of numbers or arrangement of numbers or array of numbers arranged in a particular manner. What this manner means, it may be logical or it may be predictable. Also, at the same time, it may be calculated. Now, this array of numbers, that is sequence, that is this pattern may be infinite, or it is a finite, that is up to a certain number, or it be endless. Let's start from a number in a particular manner arranged, then goes on writing it infinity up to a large number, or it may up to a certain limit, that is called finite. Other one is called infinite. The number of terms may be infinite or finite, or all this pattern or the sequence of numbers. We can examine some sequence of numbers or the array or the pattern, and we can calculate, we can find out the relation between them, and suppose another number is asked, we can find out it. What the type of pattern is this? I am writing few numbers, few array of numbers or pattern. One, say 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and say second second one, 50, say 45, say 40, say 35, and so on. Say another one, 3, say 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and others. And say 4, 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 4, and etc. Say another one, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, etc. And say 6, one more, 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 6, 1 by 8, okay, etc. We can examine this pattern. These are patterns, or a number. In the first case, I have written 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Examine it. It's a logical conclusion we have to find out. Then, my question is, if pattern is written like this 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc., that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times I have written. Then what will be the next term? You have to examine it. So, logical. These are all odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, all are odd numbers. Therefore, the next odd number will be 11. The next odd number will be 13. Therefore, we have completed two more terms you have written. Okay? Then you can examine this next one. Then 50, 45, 40, 35, and what is the next term? You see, examine this logically. we can logically predict the next term. That is, first term is 50, next term is 45, the next term is 40. That means 45 is lesser than 50 by 5. Similarly, this 40 is lesser than 45 by 5. 35 is lesser than 40. Therefore, the next number also will be lesser than 35 by a number 5, that is 35 minus 5, 30. Okay. Come to the third one. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, etc. In these two cases, there was a difference between them. Here, you should examine 4 and 2. 4 and 2. The difference is only 2, but 8 and 4 different. 16 and 8 are again different. So that again convolute. Think of 4 is double of 2. 4 is double of 2. That is 2 into 2 equal to 4. 8 is double of 4. That is 4 into 2 equal to 8. 16 is double of 8. That is 8 into 2 is 16. And 32 is double of 16. 16 into 2 equal to 32. And the next number will be double of 32. That is 32 into 2 will be. Then we can go to the next one. The fourth case, I written 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 4, and the next will be, here all these are 2 and powers are assumed by 1, 2, 3, 4, and next will be so 2 to the power of 5. Okay, then this third and fourth are the same. 2 to the power of 4, 2 to the power of 3 is equal to 8, 2 to the 4 equal to 2 into 4, 4 into 4 equal to 16, and this is equal to 62. Even though it is written in terms of simple letters, this is written in the form of ratio in terms of the powers. Then you examine the fifth one. Here 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 13. This is again logically. So 1. Next term is 2, 1 plus 1 equal to 2, maybe 2 plus 1 equal to 3 then, but here 3 plus 1 is equal to, here it is 5, and after 5 this is 8, and after 8 it is 13, and was logically, how can you find out the next number? You see, 1 plus 1 is written here, 2, 1 and 2, then 2 plus 1 equal to 3. 2 plus 1 equal to the preceding numbers 2 and 1 added together to get 3. Again, next number is 5. The number 3 and the preceding number 2 is calculated. It is 5. So the next number is 8. 8 is got by adding 5 and 3. So 8. Then next number is 13. 13 is obtained by adding the preceding number 8 and this previous number, and 8 plus 5 equal to 13. Then the next number will be 13 plus 8, that is equal to 21, and so on. This is another pattern. This 21 we got by logical. Then next number you see 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 6, 1 by 8. You see what is the similarity in this between all these terms? 1, you extend the denominators 2, 4, 6, 8. All are differing by 2 or 2, 4, 8, 6 and 8 are even numbers. Then the next term will be the even number 2, 4, 6, 8, next is 10. So 1 by 10. And so on. You see, I have given 6 examples. All these, the last term, one more term is determined, predicted logically, a logical conclusions. These are called the patterns, and in some cases we can have a definite formula. We can derive a different formula to get any number. The number after the 30 or after the last term proceeding finishing the number, and after that number we can get another number by deriving certain formula. In some cases we cannot derive formula. In the case where we can derive the formula and find any number, missing number, or any number between the two, or any last number or finite number, a particular number, then they are called progression. These patterns are called progression. Therefore, progressions are the sequence of numbers in which definite formula can be derived to find any number in the pattern. Then mainly there are 3 types of pattern, 3 types of progression. Then now we can say progression. Now we got deal with progression. See, the first 2 cases, 1, 3, 5, etc. There is a difference between any 2 consecutive numbers. For example, 5 and 3, the difference is 2. 5 minus 3. Usually, the present number minus the number. 7 minus 5 equal to 2. And this is called a difference between the two, in which there is a difference between 2. Then second one, 50 and 45. This is number is decreasing. This is increasing order. This is decreasing order. Decreasing order or increasing order. There is a constant difference between any 2 consecutive numbers. Then this to include in the arithmetic progression is called arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression, or it is called AP. Arithmetic progression. You see, in the second case, third and fourth, then there is no difference between them, but a term is divided by the preceding term. 4 by 2. You are getting this a ratio division. Then 8 minus by 4. 16 by 8. All these cases you are getting 2. That is division. Division is called a ratio. You are getting constant ratio, a same ratio between the consecutive numbers. This is called GP, geometric progression. This first one is AP, arithmetic progression. Then these 3 and 4 are geometric progression. This is our progression. 8 by 4 equal to 2. Lump answer equal to all the answers are 2. But again you see for 2 to the power of 2 by 2 to the power of 1 is equal to 2 to the power of 2 minus 1. Again the ratio is 2. So you see the fifth one, 1, 2, 3, 5, etc. There is no such a relation between the consecutive terms. This is not included in AP or GP. This is called Fibonacci progression. On you go the sixth one. The denominator 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. they are in AP, arithmetic progression. And the terms are reciprocal of the terms are in AP. Reciprocals of the terms in AP. This is called harmonic progression, usually in HP, called harmonic progression. These are the three important types of progression. Arithmetic progression, in which the difference between the constituent terms is a constant. Geometric progression, in which the ratio between the consecutive numbers is a constant. And HB, if the reciprocals are in AP and HB. Now we are omitting the GP and HP and FP is called FP. FP, sorry, not SP, only is on sequence. First. Progression, there should be a constant relation. Now, we are only dealing with AP. This is a chapter included for the students of 10th grade. An important chapter. 10th grade students. And others, you can have these questions, this type of questions, or from GP, FP, HP, etc. for the candidates appearing for or preparing for the entrance examination, competitive examinations. Okay. Now we can go to APLO. The continuation of this class on arithmetic progression will be in the next video. If you like this video, you please like and share to your friends and subscribe. Thank you.